Okay, so this week I was a little bit unsure if I would even make a video because I've not been feeling very good this week. So I've had to put the Doll's House Furniture series on hold just for this week while I get better. But I really hope you enjoyed the little armchair video from, here it is, from last week. There's my little Yeti, my tiny Yeti, yarn scrap Yeti sat in a chair. But yeah, I designed this last week. Go check out that video, and if you'd like the free crochet pattern, it is available on my website for this little chair. But we will be continuing the Doll's House theme, and I really do want to create a whole full doll's house of crochet furniture. I really want to see if that can come together. But yeah, this week though, I've decided to do a little return to micro crochet, and I thought that it would be nice to micro crochet a little flower and then turn it into a little bracelet. So let's go to the other table and see how I get on. I got my little micro crochet tin, which you might have seen in my last micro crochet video. So I'm gonna have a look. If you haven't watched that, then do go check it out. And I actually share some hints and tips for getting started with micro crochet. So you can end up making some of these really cool miniature blankets, which definitely take a lot of patience. That is very, very true. And this is a little something that I may have mentioned in that video, I don't know, but I've been making a lot of these little granny squares. And this is eventually going to make up a kind of micro crochet. I'd say it's still micro crochet, they're still very small. A micro crochet little checkered zipper bag that I'm working on. But it does require about 16 of each of these 4 colours little granny squares. So it's been taking me a little while to make all these little granny squares, but they're so cute. But we're going to put those to the side, and we're going to be making a little flower today using the same yarn as these little granny squares. This is a crochet thread. I think I've got one of the labels in here still. This is by Puppets, I think. It's actually made in Hungary, which is cool. I'm not really sure of the exact yarn weight. It's just a crochet thread weight. I know that with crochet threads, the higher the number, the thinner it is. I think that's correct. I don't know what it is. I've been crocheting for so many years, but I still get confused with crochet threads. But we're using basically a very thin, almost lace weight crochet thread. I'm going to be using, so it's kind of like a tutorial, this basically. In here we've also got my little magnetic spiral whale thing that I made. So you can see it's like little magnetic, it's got a little magnet inside. So it's a little something I just made, very random. It's got some scissors. And I got 2 tiny crochet hooks. I was going to say yarn needles then. There's some other little projects that I've been working on, some really, really small granny squares here. These are actually made with sewing thread. So that's a thread that you would literally use in a sewing machine. So, and with that, I've been using this 0.0, I think it's actually a 1. I think this is actually slightly bigger than this one. This is the 0.4. And this one here, this is really old. If you didn't watch my last video, this is actually an antique crochet hook. It's over 100 years old. So it's been handed down through my family. And because it's so old, it actually says 4.5. And I don't actually know what that is in metric terms. I think it's about a 1 or 1.5. I'm not sure. It does look very, 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 very small. So it's about a 1 millimeter. Let's go with that. But we're going to make a tiny little flower. And we're going to be using this peachy yarn. And the center is going to be gold. So it's basically a tutorial. So let's see if I can make this little flower. And I'll show you what I've been making the flowers into. So the one thing, in my last video, I did share some tips on how to get started, not just get started with micro crochet, but literally how to get started in the first round. And I always like to start with a magic ring because it's just so much easier to hold on to when working with very, very tiny yarns. And when I make a magic ring, I just do a little chain 1 to secure, and then I just keep the tail end on the left hand side. And if that's always on the left hand side, then I know I'm facing the right direction. But I'm going to do a little puff stitch basically, so I think I might need a different coloured background so this stands up a bit. So let's see if I can choose a different colour background for this. So hopefully that shows up a little bit better. And I'm going to be making little tiny puff stitches, so I'm just going to pull up a loop and then yarn over and go into my magic ring and grab the yarn and then bring up that loop. I'm going to do that twice more, yarn over to the magic loop, bring up a loop, do that once more. Okay, so I've got all these little loops, and I always hold on to the magic ring, and then I'm just going to yarn over and pull through all those loops, and I got this tiny little puff stitch. And then I'm going to chain 2, and I'm just going to pull that in slightly, the magic loop, and do a slip stitch in the magic loop as well. And that is basically my first petal, like so. I'm going to do 4 more of those. So again, I'm going to pull up a loop, yarn over, just pulling everything to the right, go into my magic ring, bring up a loop, do that twice more. 1 and 2. Okay, and then this is very fun doing it on camera. Going to yarn over and then pull through all those loops. Okay, and just bunch that up and chain 2. Then I'm going to pull that in slightly, slip stitch. Okay, that's our second little petal. Okay, 3 more. Can I do it? Pull that magic ring in and do our little slip stitch. Okay, now we can really pull our magic ring to bring in that center hole. And let's cut, just put that down, get our little scissors. Got these from Crochet Society in the advent calendar, they're really good. I'm just going to cut that, pull that loop through, and there we have a tiny little flower. It's very sweet. And I'm going to put, the first thing I'm going to do is actually take this tail end. So that's the one underneath, that's the last one I just cut. So I'm using a sewing needle because my thread is so thin. I'm just going to sew that through the center to the back. Okay. Ta-da. And then I'm going to take the gold color and I'm just going to do chain 5 with this. So let's put that over there. Just do a little slip knot and then chain 5. Just chain 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So just chain 5, tiny little chains, and put that down and cut the other end. Just pull that loop through, and then what we're going to do is we're going to take our yarn needle again, and I'm going to sew one end. Once I thread this on, I'm going to sew one end through the middle. Okay, but just slightly over so it sort of catches a little bit of the fabric, and they catch on the outside, the little chains, and then same, it's just over to the other side. There we go. And after we pull that, we get a tiny little picot in the center. And there we go. And I'm just going to turn this over, and I'm going to take the gold pieces and double knot them. Twice. Well, not double knot twice, do 2 knots. And then I'm going to just cut that down. Okay. And there we go. There is my tiny little flower. It's actually not turned out as good as my other flowers. But what I actually ended up making this into is a little bracelet. So let me show you what I did. Okay, so this is my little bracelet. Like this. And I've just made 5 more of these tiny little flowers, and I'm just going to sew the last one on about here. Or I say sew it on, I'm going to tie it on. Try and make this easy. So let's thread one end. So I think about here, maybe about here. And this central part of the bracelet is just made up of foundation chains. So just single crochet. Oh, I messed that one up. Hang on. Okay. Single crochet foundation chains. So fiddly. I put that over to the other hole so it catches. Okay. Turn this over, make sure they're facing the right direction. I'm just going to double knot this in place. And trim that down. Yeah, so this central piece here is just single crochet foundation chains, and I think this is probably about 75 single crochet foundation chains using the same crochet thread and the same hook. And all I did at the end was I just looped it round. So once I finished my row of single crochet foundation chains, I just looped it down and sewed it into place to create this little loop. And then one of the flowers can then act as a button. So let's make sure I'm facing all the right way. So then that just feeds over the loop like this, and you have this beautiful little bracelet. I'm going to have to put it on this way because I don't have anyone to help me put this on. So hopefully it won't stretch. And there we go. Really nice little micro crochet bracelet that I made, which I don't think is such a bad result for a week of not feeling too well. And I might add this to my crochet journal as well, these tiny little flowers. And I'll even write up the pattern if you want to give this a try, including the the whole bracelet. And you may even be able to make this in a thicker yarn as well. I haven't tested it, but let me know what you think in the comments below. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope it's inspired you to give some micro crochet a try. It's always really fun when I get to open my little micro crochet tin of joy, as I call it. And I always see the little micro crochet blanket that I made a long time ago. And I'm always sort of like amazed with how beautiful it is and how intricate it is. And I'm always thinking I really want to make another one, but it takes so much patience. I'm sure I will one day, but that's why it's fun to try little flowers and granny squares and other little micro crochet projects that are a little bit more quicker to make, so a bit more satisfying. But hopefully next week, when I'm feeling a little bit better, we shall return to the Doll's House series and be making some more doll's house furniture. Like I said, if you haven't watched this video from last Friday, do go check it out. And the free pattern for that armchair is on the website, so do go check that out. And as always, a huge thank you to our Happy Babe Plus members and our YouTube channel members for helping make these videos possible. I really hope you're enjoying the extra benefits on the website. And yeah, that's all from me this week. I shall see you soon for some more crochet crafting fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.